From this video, you will get tips to prepare for Databricks Certified Data Engineer Professional exam. What is Databricks Certified Data Engineer Professional exam? Databricks Certified Data Engineer Professional exam details. Databricks Certified Data Engineer Professional exam topics. Preparation tips. 1. The data architect has mandated that all tables in the lakehouse should be configured as external Delta Lake tables. Which approach will ensure that this requirement is met? A. Whenever a database is being created, make sure that the location keyword is used. B. When configuring an external data warehouse for all table storage, leverage Databricks for all ELT. C. Whenever a table is being created, make sure that the location keyword is used. D. When tables are created, make sure that the external keyword is used in the create table statement. E. When the workspace is being configured, make sure that external cloud object storage has been mounted. Answer: C. 2. In which scenario would a Databricks workspace administrator configure clusters to terminate after 30 minutes of inactivity? A. To control costs. B. To increase performance. C. To reserve resources for high-priority jobs. D. To enforce security best practices. E. To reduce the risk of data leaks. Answer: A. 3. The Databricks CLI is used to trigger a run of an existing job by passing the job_id parameter. The response that the job run request has been submitted successfully includes a filed run_id. Which statement describes what the number alongside this field represents? A. The job_id is returned in this field. B. The job_id and number of times the job has been are concatenated and returned. C. The number of times the job definition has been run in the workspace. D. The globally unique ID of the newly triggered run. Answer: D. 4. Which statement describes Delta Lake optimized writes? A. A shuffle occurs prior to writing to try to group data together, resulting in fewer files instead of each executor writing multiple files based on directory partitions. B. Optimized writes logical partitions instead of directory partitions. Partition boundaries are only represented in metadata. Fewer small files are written. C. An asynchronous job runs after the write completes to detect if files could be further compacted. Yes, an optimized job is executed toward a default of 1 GB. D. Before a job cluster terminates, optimize is executed on all tables modified during the most recent job. Answer: A. 5. Which statement describes integration testing? A. Validates interactions between subsystems of your application. B. Requires an automated testing framework. C. Requires manual intervention. D. Validates an application use case. E. Validates behavior of individual elements of your application. Answer: D. 6. A data engineer is configuring a pipeline that will potentially see late arriving, duplicate records. In addition to deduplicating records within the batch, which of the following approaches allows the data engineer to deduplicate data against previously processed records as it is inserted into a delta table? A. Set the configuration delta. Deduplicate equals true. B. Vacuum the delta table after each batch completes. C. Perform an insert-only merge with a matching condition on a unique key. D. Perform a full outer join on a unique key and overwrite existing data. E. Rely on Delta Lake schema enforcement to prevent duplicate records. Answer: C. 7. Which statement regarding Spark configuration on the Databricks platform is true? A. Spark configuration properties set for an interactive cluster with the cluster's UI will impact all notebooks attached to that cluster. B. When the same Spark configuration property is set for an interactive to the same interactive cluster. C. Spark configuration set within a notebook will affect all Spark session attached to the same interactive cluster. D. The Databricks REST API can be used to modify the Spark configuration properties for an interactive cluster without interrupting jobs. Answer: A. 8. A data engineer wants to run units tests using common Python testing frameworks on Python functions defined across several Databricks notebooks currently used in production. How can the data engineer run unit tests against functions that work with data in production? A. Run unit tests against non-production data that closely mirrors production. B. Define and unit test functions using files in repos. C. Define units test and functions within the same notebook. D. Define and import unit test functions from a separate Databricks notebook. Answer: A. 9. Which is a key benefit of an end-to-end test? A. It closely simulates real-world usage of your application. B. It pinpoints errors in the building blocks of your application. C. It provides testing coverage for all code paths and branches. D. It makes it easier to automate your test suite. Answer: A. 10. A data engineer needs to capture pipeline settings from an existing in the workspace, and use them to create and version a JSON file to create a new pipeline. Which command should the data engineer enter in a web terminal configured with the Databricks CLI? A. Use the get command to capture the settings for the existing pipeline. Remove the pipeline _id and rename the pipeline. Use this in a create command. B. Stop the existing pipeline. Use the returned settings in a reset command. C. Use the alone command to create a copy of an existing pipeline. Use the get JSON command to get the pipeline definition. Save this to Git. D. Use list pipelines to get the specs for all pipelines. Get the pipeline spec from the return results parse and use this to create a pipeline. Answer: A. Subscribe and like past question.